everyone, Odie Coyote here with the Bar Talk Happy Hour. Thanks for tuning in. I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the show and give you guys a bit of a behind the scenes look at our studio. So the Bar Talk Happy Hour, what is it? Well, it's a great show that we're trying to actually take out of the birth of our main internet station, Mixed Country 106, and we're going to try to make it its own show completely apart from the station because it's grown, a lot of people love it, and we want to have it be shared with other stations for absolutely free. But what is the Bar Talk Happy Hour? Well, it's a talk show and it's a music show all in one. It's an hour-long show that you can air weekly on your station, and it's just going to be one of those types of shows. It's got a lot of good, great content. Myself, along with producer Raven, who's filming us right now, and what we do is we just basically talk about current events, a lot of things that you might want to talk about in the bar. We cover wide ranges of subjects, and we cover things like politics. We cover things like just general haha moments. We like to do a lot of satire comedy. We have this character we bring out every once in a while called Dr. Odie Love. You guys got to check that one out. That one's on the bartalkhappyhour.com website. That one's great under show clips. So definitely would love to have you guys take a look at our on-demand content, see if you like it, and know that we're doing this as professionally as we can. This isn't a fly-by-night show. I've been doing broadcasting most of my professional career, probably something like 14 years or something like that, close to 15. And really love what I do, really love putting a passion into broadcasting. So we've invested a lot over the years in equipment. Raven can come around here and I'll show you guys some of the equipment we use. The software I use to produce the show is called Playout One. I work for the company. It's made by a company called AIR, spelled A-I-I-R. And I work for them. And so that's a little bit of disclaimer, but they really do make great radio automation software. But it's great because, during the show tonight, I can mix it down earlier on. Like, it is a voice track show. Let's see. Oops, wrong hour. That's our 5 o'clock hour. But going into here, you can see we've voice tracked everything all in advance. Everything's all set to roll. And then what happens is weekly we can come in and we can, mix it down ahead of time. And we obviously post it to podcasting. We have it as an on-demand show. And then we also make a version for you potentially for a syndicate. And that's what's really great about this. Microphones, we use nothing but the best SM58s. Or not SM58s, SM7Bs, sorry. Nothing wrong with an SM58 though. Yeah. Anyway, I'm having a day right now. I'm doing this off the cuff, can you tell? So, we use a Behringer wing for our board. Allows us a ton of flexibility. We still do a live stream monthly on our Facebook and YouTube pages for the station. And we still plan to air it there. We're not expecting stations to accept any branding from our radio station, so we'll kind of keep that separate. But during the show, there's no station branding necessarily, so we don't promote ourselves like our own internet station. This show is going to kind of live on its own. And one of the cool things about that is, obviously, we can still air it on our own station, but then it allows you to have your own custom branding. We allow for 2 4-minute breaks during the show, around the 20-minute mark and the 40-minute mark, so you guys can have 4 minutes each to air your own commercials, your own shows, have a DJ voice track, something in between, be able to take song requests. So if a song request comes in, because we do ask for it, so we'll tell listeners, hey, make sure you submit your song request. Check out the station site and or the social media pages, and it allows you guys then some time to put a requested song in, as well as your own advertisements and all that. We also allow 10 seconds at the top of the hour for station legal IDs, so that you can remain FCC compliant. That's another thing. Speaking of FCC compliance, one of the really important things that we value here is, the content. Now, we're not necessarily a kid-friendly, a family-friendly show. It's called the Bar Talk Happy Hour for a reason. But we are cognizant of the content, and we do make sure it stays within FCC guidelines. But definitely make sure you listen to the show. Make sure you're okay with the dialogue and a lot of the content that we cover. A lot of it is humorous and satire. It's definitely designed to draw a conversation. It's provocative in sometimes, in some cases, but that's kind of the point because we want a conversation starter. That's what we're trying to do. Have people have a good time, play the best up-tempo, honky-tonk, Texas, rock kind of sound, rockabilly as I like to call it. Definitely the kind of, music that you want to line dance to. I should mention the demographic for this is probably 30 to 55. A lot of male, but definitely a little bit of female content in there. We definitely play a couple female, like slow songs in that. Every once in a while in there, just to kind of keep it there, but probably mostly male. 30 to 55 age would be the demographic I think that we mostly see. We do geo-restrict it to the US, Mexico, Canada, and the United Kingdom. So let me show you guys a little bit of what keeps us on the air though, and how we can ensure each week your show will actually get to you. So let's go take a look at the server closet. Here we have the rack, so to speak. Raven, I'll have you sneak around here. I'll stand over here. So we have a whole video system that you probably noticed all the monitors in the room there. We have a whole video distribution system. This allows us to be able to have multiple pieces of content up at once. This is our in-ear monitor system. So producer Raven and I, when we're recording, we can listen to multiple pieces, or if we're doing an actual live broadcast. That's one of the things we're thinking about doing, but we're not set up yet to do. And that is to be able to simulcast, to allow you guys to take the station or the show live as we do it. That's probably maybe later on down the road, and especially if we get enough demand for it, for people who want a live show, not just syndicated, recorded, sent to you ahead of time. Our whole network infrastructure, now granted this is actually for the whole home because we do this out of our home, but all of our basement is dedicated studio space. But a good chunk, like half of this, is just studio stuff. The rest is just the home and different jacks and things like that. We use all Ubiquity. We have a double internet service provider. We have fiber optic that comes into the house over there, as well as coax. We have a cable provider just as a backup. So we're always able to deliver shows. We have battery backup for our critical equipment down here. We have our main server here actually. So this is a Intel Xeon processor inside of here. This helps run a lot of the back-end services that we need. This actually runs our main radio station, this guy here, this Dell computer. And then this is my workhorse, this is my big PC. So that's a look at most of the equipment that we have. And we certainly would welcome any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that that you guys have. Be sure and check us out, bartalkhappyhour.com. And we'll come on out here, get them a wide view of the studio. Well, thank you guys so much. We're going to have the man cave lit up here later on, but always we try to theme this out. But thanks everyone for watching, and we hope to have you as stations on carrying our show, the Bar Talk Happy Hour. Thanks so much.